electronic devices, anything with an on and off switch needs to be powered off, and that includes cellular phones. Thank you.
Oh my god. We're finally taking off. This seems like forever. Can't believe this is actually happening. I think I can see some islands.
Okay, you gotta bounce as if it's like too much bounce. Too much bounce. What's going on, Ash? Where are you going?
Fucking nowhere. I wish I had a mask on. It smells bloody awful here. Smell-o-vision would not be good in this case.
Alright, I found my first instance where smell would not be a good thing on the internet. It smells horrific here. It smells like decay, like maggots. Except there's no maggots.
It's fishy, man. It's like rotten fish.
There's so many dead fish here. Check this out.
So this is the circle of life for fish. It's spawning. Okay, that is the most amazing weird thing I've ever heard. Both our phones started going off. We're like, what is going on here? This has happened to us once before. Once we were like traveling somewhere and we got one of these emergency alerts, but this is the first time I've ever gotten here in BC. And it's a test. Test of emergency alert system. I was like, did I get too close to the dying fish?
I thought I hit the SOS call on my phone.
Willa did that once. She accidentally dialed 911 and I had to talk to the operator. Don't let your child play with your phone. Anyway, yeah, circle life. That's what I was talking about before the emergency went off. So what happens in the fall and coming into winter here in Canada is the salmon swim upstream to spawn. I'm not 100%, I don't really know much about it. Like I used to know a lot more, but I know they come up here and they die.
Okay, I actually paid attention in elementary class. The salmon, the female, I don't know if it's the female or the male. I didn't pay that much attention.
It's the female.
They start moving their tail really quick and they make like a nest to drop the eggs. And the females drop the eggs and then the males go upstream of that and drop their sperm and then I think that's it and then they die. So all these salmon down here that are dead, they basically had sex without having sex. Right? They never have sex. There's no intercourse.
Yeah, but they gotta be pretty old, these guys that come up here and do this. Do you know that the fish come to where they were born? They know where their home is and they always come back to home. It's kind of nuts, eh?
All right, let's keep moving up. The significance of all this whole death thing happening on the side of the river here is the fact that it's almost winter here in Canada. And we're still here. So I thought we'd give you guys a little update of where we're at with Thailand and yeah, what's happening actually. We're real time now, like real time. It's crazy. We were here 2 weeks ago and this river was basically dried up, meaning it's really started to rain. They also call it the wet coast of Canada. It's the west coast, but it's pretty wet here. Pacific North wet is another one. Getting pretty corny here.
Do you think maybe you ran her into a stick? Look at this. We're officially still landlocked.
Obviously, we didn't make it on that plane. The dryer.
It's pretty good though, wasn't it? I mean, I was excited. I was sitting there thinking that, hey, maybe, you kind of get this feeling like, oh, yeah, this could be real. This is pretty cool, man. I'm like actually enjoying this right now. It makes you feel like it could be good. What airport is this? And we're really hopeful that it will be real. We are in the process of applying for visas. Quite a lot you have to do now to get into Thailand. First, you have to get insurance, COVID insurance, and I'm pretty sure it's probably non-refundable. So it's going to be like over $1,000 to get insurance for us. And Willa is proving to be kind of expensive to insure. Who knew?
Yeah, you need insurance. You need to book a ASQ hotel, which is a government-approved quarantine hotel. That costs a fair amount. You need to have a visa. You need to have a negative PCR test. You need to have a fit to fly certificate. And you need to have a certificate of entry.
So all of those things you have to kind of put together.
We tried to get in by asking the government, by pleading with them, and we've had absolutely no response. But we also tried to simply get a certificate of entry, and they said, no, you need to upload your visa first. So obviously there's a way.
And there's been updates lately because now they're actually posting things on their website of how to apply for visas again. So I think it's kind of maybe moving back to like old type of visas, and this whole STV thing maybe just kind of going away.
She wants to be part of the conversation. I'm sure everyone's watching her, not us.
So anyway, we're in the midst of all that stuff. It's kind of a lot of paperwork and we have no idea if it's going to work, but we're really hopeful that mid-January we're going to be on a flight, and that's our goal, is to be on a flight mid-Jan. In the meantime, we are, you know, in an apartment, as you saw by the dryer. We have a washer and a dryer, and it's amazing, and a dishwasher, and
I think we're in for a shocker, because when we get back to the boat, we don't have a dishwasher, we don't have a dryer.
But it's hot.
It is hot, but we turn on the dishwasher every single night right now. So, okay, so we're gonna keep walking down that way a little bit to find some more salmon, and we'll answer a lot of your questions about why we couldn't move the boat, why we couldn't ship it, why we couldn't have it sailed out of the country.
Or why we chose not to.
I bet you it tastes a little fishy.
You know, I was thinking that there's a reason they run in the winter, and that's because it's pretty cold here now. And if this were summertime, this would be intensely vile, like intense.
The reason they run in the winter is because there's more water. This thing is dried up in the summer.
Okay, fine, maybe there's that too.
This one. That's crazy, right? So a lot of people ask, why don't you ship the boat somewhere, like put it on a huge container and then move it to another country and meet it there. We looked at the idea and we actually got quotes. The place that they typically ship from Asia to is the Mediterranean. Ashley actually looked into this, she got some quotes, and the lowest quote we got was $38,000 US.
So $38,000 seemed like a lot of money to us, and it just didn't seem quite right to spend that kind of money on moving our boat out of Thailand. And that was just going to be the start. Like, then you got to get the boat in the water, have a captain move it towards a ship, which is out somewhere in Phuket, pay for cradles. I'm sure there's a ton of other things. Now, we could have probably negotiated that because they were probably looking for boats to go. But we really didn't have $38,000 US that we wanted to spend on that, plus all the other extra money. And it was kind of like giving us a hard time spending that kind of money on just getting our boat out to Italy in the freezing cold of winter. It's just like throwing away money, and we don't have that kind of money to throw away, and we didn't feel right asking other people to give us money to throw it away on something like that. So needless to say, we didn't go that route. Now, we could have hired a captain, and we looked into this too, but there's a lot of issues right now where Thailand isn't actually letting boats leave with captains on board. We have friends that left Thailand and they had to get a letter from the Canadian embassy stating that they were actually allowed to leave Thailand. So it wasn't like super easy to do. And then again, where were we gonna push it? Like, the only place that was really open to tourism at the time when we were looking into this was the Seychelles.
Plus, the boat wasn't ready to go. There's the rudders. The rudders still need to be fixed. There's a bunch of through hulls that need to be fixed. We did a brunt of the work when we left it there, thinking, well, when we return with a baby, we'll have most of it done. But yeah, we didn't finish it up because we thought we'd be back shortly. So that would add to the cost, having to hire someone in the country to fix it up, splash it, move it onto the container ship, and then ship it to the Med. I don't think there are very many options to ship it to a closer country. And regardless, all the closed countries were, and most of them still are closed, including Malaysia and Philippines. I think Indonesia is starting to open up. So yeah, that's kind of the answer to that one.
Anyway, we gotta move on. You know what's interesting? I guess eyeballs are even a delicacy to the birds because they're all gone. No fish around here has eyeballs left.
A lot of other people ask, why don't you get a job? Great question, but to be honest, this is our job. It's our business, and if we were to get another job, you'd have to basically give up on this business, like shutter this business's doors. So it's really not something we want to do, given we've worked on this for 4 years. So yeah, we're not getting another job. We're gonna do this for forever. Like, we're planning on doing another lap around the world, and then probably another one after that. So yeah, no, this is our job, and we're not getting a different job.
You don't need to jerk. She's just
I'm trying to shut her up.
She's happily talking. She's just talking to you.
Anyways, that's the answer to that question. Sorry if I'm bouncing. I'm trying to keep her a little quieter. Rolling.
So, we're settling in a little bit. I put some things on the walls. And we're staying for Christmas. We've decided we're just gonna call it. We're staying for Christmas. It's time to get a tree. I've never gotten a tree this early before, but we have an opportunity to venture up to my mom's property and go procure ourselves a Christmas tree. So wish us luck in finding that perfect tree. Okay, so.
Someone thinks it's funny.
Decision has been made. Now let's just hope we can actually have a family Christmas.
Our city where we're in, Victoria, is kind of like on soft to medium lockdown now. So we're hoping we can still have a Christmas. But we'll see. We'll see what the government says. Might have brought the wrong cell. I don't know, it'll work. But the next video you'll see, we'll be doing a fireside chat of our trip around the world. There'll be a few of these fireside chats because we're really not going anywhere. So we'll be talking about kind of the places we've gone, the stuff we've experienced, and go into more detail of what it takes to do what we're doing. I should probably stop talking so I can get through this.
Timber!
Okay, so it's not bad.
You know, Christmas is happening. December is actually going to be a thing on Nahoa, contrary to Grinch here's popular belief. Sadly, it's not going to be on Nahoa, but in spirit, we're going to take you back to Nahoa, and we're going to start at the beginning. We're going to talk about buying the boat, getting to the boat. We're going to answer all sorts of questions that we've collected over the years, and we're going to take you through the last 5 years of our lives. And we've only been filming for about 3.5 of them. So a whole bunch of never before seen pictures and possibly some terrible footage that we'll dig out. We got to get the tree up to allow this to happen.
Yeah, and eggnog.
Oh,
Plenty of eggnog.
I think, is eggnog a Canadian thing? You'll have to let us know. I think it might be a Canadian thing. It's better with rum.
Can I eat it? You can eat it. Real champagne. Okay, mid-flight.
Can we close our closet? There's my slippers. Willa's rags. You turn the light off again.
Yeah. Much better with light off.
I like when they turn the lights off too.
It's only like probably like another couple hours till we're there. Crazy. Oh no. Oh no. We gotta restart the video.
Can you tap it through the thing?
No. Our production values are very high.
If we actually get on a damn plane, I am gonna have a real glass of champagne.
Champagne?
Champagne. Oh my gosh. Hey man, those look like nice resorts. Where is this?
Maldives.
Oh, dude, that's where we're going, but not without picking up Nahoa first.